The question I have for you is, are you ready for a cozy weekend reading vlog? We are in the throes of winter, my friends. Winter is here. It is the gloomiest of gloomy Friday evenings. It actually just snowed. I live in the South. I was stunned, so is everybody. I've already had 2 cups of tea. Like, that's the level of cozy we're at. And what better way to juxtapose that than to read a very violent fantasy book? If you've been watching any of my previous videos, you will know I have been rereading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in preparation for Onyx Storm release, as many of my beautiful family, friends, and countrymen are. Rebecca Yarros is getting a lot of reading time in January. Listen, I've got a few plans this weekend. I'm taking you along with me. Enjoy the vibes. Paul. What is more cozy than a soup dinner? I've been reading Iron Flame, you guys, and I thought I was farther behind in this reread than I actually am, and have kind of breezed right on past the page count that I was supposed to hit for today. So I am at chapter 28, page 256, and really enjoying this reread. I am catching a lot of foreshadowing, though Violet and Xaden are annoying me just like a little bit. I'm feeling good. I had a sugary snack like about an hour ago and am in the mood to keep reading. So dare we start a new book this weekend? I fear I am going to bring you out to my TBR cart. This, my friends, is going to be all about timing. So I have a handful of books on my physical TBR at the moment, and I would like to be able to pick something, if I am going to start something, that I can finish before Onyx Storm comes out and finish Iron Flame. Bear with me here. It's the 10th. The book comes out next Tuesday, not next Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So that's gonna go ahead and be 10 days. I have to be able to keep up with my reread and start and finish this book. So let me just show you the smallest book on my TBR, Woodworm by Layla Martinez. This is a translated short horror. It's it's not even 200 pages. I think it's 190 something. This could be ideal. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily super in the mood for horror, but it could be a quirky little read. I would say the book that is the most intriguing to me right now is this book that I got as a gift from one of my friends, The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Silvia Moreno Garcia. And this is an author that I have given 5 stars to before 3 times. 3 books of hers I've given 5 stars to. It's basically official that I have to read everything Silvia Moreno Garcia has written because clearly it's working for me. These are the 2 that are intriguing me the most. Model Home could be a good fit because it's a short horror as well, but it is, I've heard, just like a little bit more literary, but it could be gripping. I thought I was gonna be able to make a decision right now, but I stand corrected. I'm here to let you know that I have selected a book that I'm going to start. I am going to start Woodworm by Layla Martinez for 2 reasons. 1, it is a short book. 2, it has been on my TBR, one of the longer books that's been on my TBR, and I like to be keeping those refreshed. Very intriguing cover. I want to know what the deal is with this lobster. Hi, good morning. It's Saturday. I have been up for a little bit and I read a good chunk of Iron Flame. I, again, am just really enjoying that book. And I'm going to be going right now to get some coffee with my mom. I wanted to show you my outfit. So I'm wearing these shoes I got for Christmas with some fun little checkered socks. These are Jared's like pants that he doesn't wear anymore. I'm wearing my mom's belt from the 90s and I thrifted this turtleneck with the little green, like in the same placement as like the Star Trek uniforms. And then this super sick jacket I found relatively recently at the thrift store, and I love it. I've been looking for like a 90s fit, like black leather jacket. So this is the outfit. Okay, I just wrapped up coffee with my mom and I headed over to my local bookstore, All Good Books. They're having a sale today to help clear out some inventory, so I'm gonna go and check it out. I still am trying to keep my physical TBR quite low, but I have a number of priority reads, and if I can support my local bookstore and buy books that I know I'm going to read this year, I'm okay with it. And also I wanted to buy a membership. I had one last year and I want to renew it, so I will take you along with me. Okay, if you have not seen my video where I talk about my reading plans for 2025, this one's not gonna make sense. So I just got back from All Good Books. I didn't film anything in there because it was quite crowded with the amount of people in there for the sale, which was really encouraging to see. But I did buy a book, and I bought a short story collection, which one of my goals for this year is to read more short story collections. And I have been eyeing A Sunny Place for Shady People for a little while. This is by Mariana Enriquez, and she wrote a novel called Our Share of Night, which was a very long, very well acclaimed and beloved vampire novel that I have not read yet. So I wanted to give her work a try. Obviously the cover is striking. So yeah, I was really happy to find this. I had heard about it from some other booktubers and it was on like a low priority TBR. So happy to have this on my shelf. I'm gonna use this just as a segue to talk about another translated work, and I wanted to give you a reading update on how my reading went last night. The book physically is quite small, and then additionally, there are not a lot of words on these pages. The margins are kind of big, so all that to say, I read almost 50 pages last night. Unfortunately, I like the plot, but I'm not connecting with the writing style. It's a bit abrupt and doesn't flow very well in my brain. I'm not DNFing, not by any means. I would say I'm not the most excited to pick this up this afternoon, and I wish that I was more excited, so I am going to be disciplined and probably give it another chapter at least. The chapters are kind of long before deciding if I'm DNFing. It would be a real pity to me if I was to DNF this book. But I'm very happy to have A Sunny Place for Shady People on my shelf, and we'll probably start this and try and read like a short story here and there over the next few weeks. That's how I like to digest anthologies. I'm home. I'm gonna eat some food because I'm very hungry, and I will take you along with me through my afternoon. Hopefully some reading will commence. It's much later in the day, evening. It's like 6:30. I'm gonna soft DNF Woodworm. I was looking forward to this, but I'm not connecting with the writing, and it's like slowing down my reading. I'm picking up my phone, I'm not engaged, so I'm gonna soft DNF this for now. We are going to watch a little bit of football and then go to a friend's house and do a little bonfire with them, but I have picked up another book. Model Home by River Solomon is an author that I've given 5 stars to before, and they came out with a like horror kind of family dynamic heavy haunted house story. So this is this book. I'm just started it. We'll see if I like it. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Last night I didn't take you with me, and kind of really wish I would have, because we went to a bonfire at a friend's house and it was definitely super cozy, and I wish I'd taken a few videos. But she had invited us over with a few friends and just stood around and chatted, got to visit. It was really enjoyable. This morning, we are going to be getting ready for church here in a little bit. After church, we are getting lunch with some friends, and we're going to be watching one of the playoff games. If you do not know, Jared and I have been getting into football a little bit just this past season for the first time really in our lives. So we're gonna watch a football game with them. I have been trying to get just 1 or 2 chores out of the way this morning because we probably won't be back here at the house until mid to late afternoon. What I read in Model Home is just the first 3 chapters, which were relatively short. I'm only on page 16, 17. But what I read from it was really good and a lot more like conducive to a writing style that I like am gonna love. I think I just had heard like 1 or 2 people say that this is not like a super fast-paced, like plot-driven story. And one of the things I loved about Sorrowland, which is a book I've given 5 stars to from before, is that it was like incredibly well plotted and just like crazy complicated human relationships about like control and family dynamics. And I think that this is going to be about that. The house has already presented itself as something quite scary. There's a granddaughter and grandmother living in this house. The granddaughter is not young though, like she's in her 20s, and the mom is not in the picture. And part of the question surrounding this situation for me is like, what does the house have to do with this? Looking forward to getting into this a little bit more today. Probably not this morning. It will definitely be when I come back from our plans today. Hope you're all doing well and happy Sunday. Oh my gosh. Happy Sunday. Good evening. It is much later in the evening. I'm struggling to like really get into reading right now. I am like maybe 40 pages into Model Home and I'm enjoying it. So I'm not like really sure what's up with me this weekend of like not really feeling in the mood to read. I think I'm going to just put on a show and finish out my weekend and my evening just watching some TV. I would rather do that than like be sitting on my phone with my book open in front of me, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will talk to you guys later.